This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Want to cover this article here from Fox News called Prince Harry Under Fire for Tone-Deaf Comments About Suffering from Burnout. Queen Elizabeth's grandson shared his self-care habits during Better Up's inner work day. So basically, I gotta agree here with this, and I don't think Harry did anything terribly wrong, and I'm not really sure that Meghan and Harry do anything terribly wrong. It's just, like people are going to point out here, they are very tone deaf and they're better off just playing it more modest and taking a back seat to everything instead of trying to push themselves out there and act like they're one of the gang, just kind of a normal person getting along in the world. It's just not quite like that. Let's see what they got here. Prince Harry is accused of being out of touch with reality after an admission that he suffers from burnout. Now, obviously, he's got all the money in the world, so if you're getting burnt out, that means you're doing it to yourself. He can take a vacation, he could retire right now, and just go live somewhere with a great life, with everything he needs. So, if it's burnout, it's his fault, not like burnout like normal people get trying to pay bills and make ends meet and things like that. The 37-year-old participated on Thursday in Inner Workday with Better Up, a professional and personal development organization for which he serves as Chief Impact Officer. During his appearance, Harry revealed he engages in self-care to help combat burnout. He explained that burnout forces people to look inside yourself in order to find ways to push back and be successful. I mean, he was born successful, so I'm sure he's got some advice to give people, but I'd want to hear it from someone who worked their way up, fought for it, earned it, studied for it, that kind of thing. However, many on Twitter weren't exactly sold on the idea that Harry can relate to ordinary problems non-royals face. Hashtag Prince Harry lives in one hell of a hashtag privileged bubble. He gets paid millions at some hashtag woke company and moans about worker burnout. But he is grateful his personal coaches help him see life clearly. He is so out of touch it's painful, one person tweeted. I still haven't figured out what hashtag Prince Harry was getting burnout from, one person wrote. Hilarious, go home Harry, one person said. Tone deaf, Prince Harry suffering burnout is just another example of celebrities thinking their lives are anything like ours. Don't give them a platform, one person said. And I gotta say this right here. You know, whether you agree with Fox News or not, some people do, some people don't. The fact is they've got a huge platform, and not only Fox News here, but I'm happy to see these big media sources using tweets from everyday people. I just kind of think whatever the context is, whatever's going on, it's kind of a nice thing. And I'm not saying it, just because it's Fox. I'm sure other networks do it too. CNN, their opposition, whoever. Big networks now use tweets from regular people, and I gotta say, I kind of like that. I cannot listen to any person preach mental health matters when they so publicly shame and humiliate their family in the way Prince Harry and his wife have. I honestly believe he needs professional help before he is taken seriously again. Not a good advocate / frontman for this. So sad, one tweet reads. And this next person says, my heart bleeds for Harry. He's opened up about burnout. My wife is disabled, so I do all the housework, etc., whilst working a 50-hour week to pay the bills. My cousin has a parent with dementia and has it much worse than me. Prince Harry is a clueless, complaining prick, one person added. So, the guy doesn't have to name call. I won't complain, free speech and all that, but the point here, obviously, is there are real people with real problems. Even if this guy here on Twitter is lying and that's not his actual life, there are definitely people with that life. I know some people who've got pretty tough lives like that. People with disabilities, they're looking after, things like that. And, Harry's just got all the money in the world. So if this person, or if a real life person watching someone with disabilities has burnout, that's real burnout. Harry's just got this kind of I'm a little stressed, I need a break burnout, which is not real burnout. So in this case, I think people are actually kind of justified in bashing him. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Well, probably most of you agree. But if you don't agree, that's cool too. Drop a comment. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you don't subscribe, guess I'll be sad. We're done here for now. See you next time.